clearly you're challenging yourself and stretching yourself.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, where does that motivation really come from? And I mean, how do you sustain it? I mean, I think I know. I have a pretty good idea, but I'd love to hear you just kind of like, those days that are really hard. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, whoa, what am I doing? Why am I going to keep going? How do you work through that in your head? Everybody has those moments in their life in different scenarios. So, just sharing whatever's working for you, maybe that'll help somebody else.
Maybe a topical example, but like a lot of people I'm watching the Squid Games, and where I was last night was, sorry, I'm bad with names, but where the player 456, met the is Gambi or whatever it is. I was like, why did you create this game? And it was like, because we had myself and my other VIPs, we had everything we wanted in life. And, there was really no excitement anymore.
Hmm.
And they then had to go look for something to excite themselves, which is this horrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
I use the example because I think the opposite has been it for me. Like I touched on previously, I grew up in a home where there was just enough to go to school and maybe nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
But over time, I realized that the adversity actually just formed me,
Mm-hmm.
made me a better person, made me work harder in school, made me always come close to the top of my class because I knew that was my only option. When I went to college and I was running a business at the same time, I found out I was more efficient and effective because I was doing many things at the same time.
Mm.
And it surprises to realize I was performing better in class than those that had all the time in the world to study.
Right.
So I think very early in life,
Mm.
I learned to celebrate adversity
Mm-hmm.
and just realize that it's adversity builds character.
Yeah.
It prepares you for the future. It's training.
Yeah.
So I think it's a combination of one that knowing that adversity is just leading you to a bigger place,
Mm.
and then just trusting God. I mean, because if things are painful, and like we talk about for the marathon, if it's painful and you have no certainty that you're going to get to the finish line, you'll give up and you turn back and head home. But just having that certainty in God that whatever you're going through is only temporary, and it's for a bigger purpose. There's always there has to be that certainty. If it's not there, then any adversity is just punishment.
Yeah.
But but just having that certainty, that assurance that any adversity you're facing
Mm.
is going to lead to a bigger place, it's for a higher purpose. I think it's the second key component.